These are going to be real short since I'm getting cut off. Let's talk about St. Louis TIF money. I'm at the corner of Plaza 501. And right here is all the Lanero property. Never forget Joe Lanero was the one that asked me, was I a witch? And it was okay, because at one time he dated one. Well, I'm not a witch. But when you try to set up an inquisition and a witch hunt, you better tag that shit. Now, unfortunately, our new pizza joint already got closed down before quarantine. There's Vincenzo's. Because you've got these fools that misused TIF money and built up a one-horse town that they knew would be destroyed. There's the police station, by the way. And here is the old bowling alley, the Savoy Theater, not the Tivoli, the Savoy. Ferguson Hardware, who's been gone for so long, but they let them keep their sign up because that way everybody thinks the town looks normal. Yeah, I'm on low battery. Now, this is where Market used to be, Ferguson Farmers Market, where we volunteered and first came to live. And, of course, you got to remember this BKM Fitness Boot Camp is nothing more than a psyop in a condemned building that could be brought up to code. But Mike Hurst of Ram Roofing refuses. Isn't that sad? And, you know, there's people that live there, but they got the front door locked. So, oh, you know, they hide and bob and weave. And, oh, yeah, this beautiful church completely closed down. This is an infrastructure of a city block that, believe me, they'd like to tear it down. There's the for sale sign. And, of course, that area is the parapet where I used to have flowers and garden when I lived at 25 South Florissant. And tragically enough, we have a city, oh my gosh, I mean, everybody knew it. Everybody came here. Ferguson Optical closed down. I mean, Ferguson's so bad, they chose to keep the Hazelwood location open and close their landmark location where they all started all those years ago. The guy's old, man. He can't take no more. Now, of course, there's always political buffoonery on this building, and I can't get a good focus. Let's see if the camera will do it. No. It is Dr. Donna Paulette Thurlman for the school board. Too bad the Ferguson McClure High School, what, the head dude there, he tested positive for COVID. I mean, oh, and real quick, this street over beyond the electric. Let me go show you. Let's do it real quick since this is it. What I was going to tell you was, believe it or not, up here by the train tracks, there used to be not necessarily a bordello, but it was a place where all the people would come and stay. You know what I mean. They get right off the train, but it's a pretty historic home, believe it or not. And of course, there's the police station, the umpteen million dollar, go ahead. The umpteen $1 million rebuild that people can't even get help from the cops. Ella Jones is running for mayor. But this is the house. Right here. Let me get this camera. It's 208 at the intersection of Redmond. There's no trespassing up ahead. Which, I'm not trespassing. You see right there it says no trespassing. I'm not going up there on the train tracks. Now, what we are is we're right up along the train tracks. And this house we actually looked at when we were looking to buy houses. It was definitely creepy. Okay, up ahead, we've got a huge story that's well known beyond St. Louis. And let me kind of slow down so I can get a good shot. Of course, there's the railroad tracks right here. Okay. This is what was known as the St. Louis Match Company back in the day. They had some tragic fires, had a little of this and that. Hey, look, they get a Century Home plaque. They don't get hassled, but, I mean, our 130-year-old home has never been plaqued because the city don't like us. They said, don't give them any props. And you gotta wonder what goes on there. Here's a nice girl gonna walk her dogs and her child. And we're gonna come back out, heading right on St. Louis Avenue. I mean, this is a playful city. We've been awarded. We were all supposed to play nice, but instead, they set off a Soros attack. Everybody said, me too, me too, walked away. And now we've got worse race wars than ever. I mean, I've known Ferguson since I was a little girl, believe me. But I have never seen such hatred and such lies and such offenses of my spirit and to mankind. And if you think I'm being a little dramatic, then fuck off. Here's the United States Post Office for Ferguson. Nice place. Hope it stays going. Oh, Robinette for mayor. Now that's the white hope, of course, and Ella Jones. You know. Hey, look at that hole in the roof. Well, they don't get in any trouble. Oh, wait, they are condemned. Why is it that we allow these buildings to be condemned? I mean, why can't we give people a tax break and let them actually repair their homes? But see, they want to destroy this whole place. Knock it down with an EMP. Knock it down with a race riot. Knock it down with a BOMB. They don't give a shit. And that's why they told me I'd never live or work here. And that's why I knew that I was coming to my last big fight that would ever be. Chinese gourmet restaurant, weird place. Because you know they ain't even right. Where's their signs that says we're closed due to bullshit? I mean, it's major contagion, but this isn't just the government running psyops. This is little people. These are called paid political protesters. Hey, see that window back there? Right there, straight ahead? That was my bedroom window. Oh, it's true. I mean, you got a town that allows a guy named Mike Hurst to run a building into the ground. Cohen's, too expensive. Nobody's ever going to go there. Oh, for sale. You got to be kidding. Nobody wants it. Let's go visit the Pope. I mean, the only hope for normalcy I had. And he shit on it. Because he knew he was going to get all the money. And I said, wow, you gonna treat me fair? He said, oh, hell no. Here's Tracy's Love Shack. We got the old fire department, City Hall, Spencer's Bakery, and UMB Bank. Back in the day, believe it or not, they had a bona fide security guard. And it's funny how after the fires and after the Ferguson effect, well, their security guard was gone. Now here's what's particularly fascinating is all these shill places that have come in and out of my old spot. Now it's African logic. I mean, I wish people would have to quit saying what their little group is before they start punching. This is an all government occupied building. Ferguson City Hall closed. This is like a building for mentally challenged people they use. Beautiful, beautiful stained glass. Look at the beauty of that. Join us on Facebook. I'm not sure about all that. Here's Vote School, another incredible building. Now it's a welcome center. They have closed the school because all it says is vote right there. How weird. How weird. That was the greatest, safest school here. Hey, let me go show you a big suspicious house real quick, since this is the last hurrah. Because in 1 hour, well, let's just say an hour and a half, we got our own pulse wave going out, which is the truth about my identity theft and this ring of assholes. Hey, there's another cock. We got a cock on my street, and I'm a glass cock. Beautiful home. Beautiful. Kennedys have lived here forever. You know, I know Paula. And up here, this is fascinating. Now, believe it or not, see, this is a residential area, and you're not supposed to have businesses here. But they worked a little voodoo magic. I mean, for no other better term that I would have to describe it after all the shit I've seen here. We got this huge mansion here coming up on the left. And the people here own it. And they put all this money in and redid it. And turned it into a special events kind of joint where Mayor Knowles had his wedding and the reception. So how is it that you can have paid events in this shit shack here with the pagodas and the fancy steps, as you can see? I mean, it is a treasure. It is set to go for business and all of your party events. I mean, can you imagine destroying towns just to build military complexes? And you know, George Webb this morning, while he was crying, barely being able to breathe, having the AIDS aerosolized on him. Oh, he was saying it all like I'm stupid and don't know. But here's the point. What is the point? There's so many points to make. Yeah, it's all bullshit. And these guys act like they got the story. But see, they've been stealing everything of mine. So it's not only intellectual property, it's actually killing me off. He said the she had been dead for several years now. And that's the same storyline that Ms. Wonderful or C.W. Stupid or any of my friends, because they all got the amnesia. See, so they actually forgot that I was ever here. It's not that I'm dead. It's that they deny me. They deny the truth. They deny everything that they have lived through and suffered through because it was too much trauma for the Boo Boo Kitty collection. Okay, we're gonna go left. Sorry, vehicle. It's only 25 in here. Now, this is Darst. And you know, Ferguson is home with so many churches. But on Darst, it's a big deal because we got First Presbyterian, where I tried to vote but was not allowed to have a paper ballot. And St. Stephen's is a great church. Wonderful church. They have great garage sales in the past. They were not an agenda area, let's say. Right down that street is a house we also looked at for sale. Funny thing, it had an electrical fire from the inside. Glad we didn't get it. Hey, let's let Zippy Speedy get past, because I'm not being harassed. Get moving. KN6XS7X. Looks like everybody's running around. What the hell's going on? Oh, I know what's going on today. Are you stupid? Speaking of stupid, yeah, this lawyer that ran away, that I used to do her hair, she only wants 180 grand for that piss-ass building. And oh, the corner coffee house, Lanero owned and operated. And there's the $30,000 air conditioning job on the little train that went choo-choo. Like I said, Schnucks, coffee house, and oh, the Cotton branch of the White Mullen Mortuary has reopened. Yeah, they're offering cremation for $3,000. Now, supposedly they're opening up a crematorium joint in Hazelwood off of Dunn Road. Oh, look at the beautiful U.S. Bank. Here, wait. This is where I bank. Let's pull in, because I'm almost out of wishy fluid. We better hurry. We'll do a little back up look-see. This is St. Louis Fish and Chicken. And you know, somehow, they get to have their trash emptied at like 4 in the morning. How's that for residential bullshit? This is why this bank is so special. See the tile work? With the Indians and, I mean the indigenous, you know, and the Spanish and the little Puritans and Farmer Bob and the conductor of the train. See, they ripped that down when they redid the St. Louis County Library, where I grew up in Mulling Acres. And right there's the Little Caesars with no emergency back door, and the First Baptist Church of Ferguson. When we first moved in, they came and met Joe. And here's what they said. Hey, we got a men's group. Get on by. You better not be the heroin dealer. You're not. You're clear. All right, so anyhow, that you could come right here. This is what these church dudes said. And said that they would teach Joe how to keep his woman in line. That's me. Smile, you're on camera. I didn't never do nothing to nobody. We've been over this. This has been a targeted event. And here's 20 Royal. And like I said, there is so much contamination in that house from all these people coming in and shitting all over it. And it's for sale for $158,000. So, best of luck to us all, because surely everybody's got a job and everybody's got money, and it looks like the government is taking over. But is it the good government or the bad government? And somehow I'm still alive. It's really hard to say, isn't it? But like I said before, I'm already radioactive. I've lived through the St. Louis Baby Tooth survey. I've dealt with every PSYOP group. Hey, and isn't my garden full of life and love? Even the spooky old tree. I just wanted to show you my tulips. Like as of yesterday, you couldn't see the red opening up. Now, we're famous for these Solomon seals, which you only find in rare gardens. I mean, old gardens. They're rare flowers in old gardens. Now, here's what life and love is supposed to look like. See, plants are supposed to grow. There's supposed to be happiness. The birds are chirping. And yeah, then you got this. Now, this is the Southwest Bell building, which they still had open for their little secret ops that went on inside. But the thing I'm telling you, it's a fallout shelter with its own ventilation system. Could survive a chemical attack, but oh no. They had these 3 bitches come the other day. Up, and what's that generator? But anyhow, 3 gals in gloves smoking a joint go inside, come out with some papers, and go and smoke their joint at the very back wall. And you know I have nothing against marijuana. That's not the point. We're talking about government people coming and taking papers out of a building and then getting high on the fence. And that woman is nice. Right here. So whether they're terrorizing her or just fucking with us. I don't know. And that's Papa Doc. Papa Doc. Wanna go inside? I am. Alright. Peace out, bitches. Keep the faith. Because this is it.